During the process of creating my own opening sequence, a number of different websites, softwares, and hardwares were used. One of the most useful websites being WordPress.com, as it allowed me to document my progress throughout the process. WordPress is an online blogging website which is accessible from any device connected to the internet. In addition to this convenience, it also kept all my work organized in one place, and due to the ease of navigation around my blog, I was able to refer back when needed without any hassle. Using WordPress allowed me to gain a better understanding of how blogs work and how to do things like embed videos from YouTube and photos in order to better present my work. In order to document fully edited versions of my work to then embed onto my blog, I had to create my own YouTube channel to then upload these videos to help me gain a particular understanding of how something I use so frequently for entertainment actually works. Having already taken media studies as a subject during my GCSEs, I had the ability to access prior knowledge on most of the software used. Despite this, however, I still had a lot to learn on the programs Final Cut and GarageBand, as I only really knew the bare essentials in GCSEs. As part of this process, I was introduced to a title editing software which allowed me to create my production cards. Considering it was my first time using LiveType and first time ever animating titles, I felt that I picked up the ability to navigate around and utilize the program very quickly, and was able to produce my production cards without any issues. Another key component to my production was the visual representation of the final outcome, the animatic. There were two main pieces of equipment required to do this, one of which being the camera to take the pictures of my storyboard frames. I simply used the camera on my iPhone to do this, and an editing software called iMovie, which I also had prior knowledge of. iMovie allowed me to record the sound effects and dialogue required to give an idea of how my final production may look. In order to film my first and final edits, I used a Nikon D3200, and by doing so helping me gain an understanding of how to use a DSLR camera. I believe that by filming and exporting in full 1080p HD, I was able to elevate the final production and the effect it will have on the audience due to its clarity and quality. Final Cut Express was used to edit all of the footage and audio together. Not only was it easy to import all of the footage and any sound effects which I downloaded from the website soundbible.com, it was also exceptionally easy to cut all of the footage together, apply my titles, and my production cards. The program also enabled me to adjust the brightness and contrast for certain clips, as well as allowing me to apply a viewfinder filter to the shots from inside the home to adopt the idea of the footage being taken from security cameras inside the home. In addition to creating this illusion, I also used a tripod in order to adopt a ceiling-high shot perspective. By doing so, I will be playing on the worst fears of the audience, as they will be able to greatly empathize with the setting, and I will also be following a convention adopted by one of my inspirations for my opening sequence, Paranormal Activity.